Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Out to his left. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Now Elliott, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Big stop, G. Big swing.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
One, Omaha. Hey, come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Prescott finding Witten, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Check. Lucky.
Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott now. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. This is Elliott. Down to the 25. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right here.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the run.
From the red zone now, Prescott caught by Cobb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long for Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, it's Coleman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.